It is said that Nigeria has all it takes to become self-sufficient in tomato production. This is due to the fact that the country is blessed with a vast fertile land where all kinds of agricultural activities can be carried out.
The natural endowment. We have the land, we have huge volumes of fresh water, we have the massive population of farmers willing to grow whatever crop. So if you look across the globe, most countries of the world that have advanced, it's only very few farmers that are feeding the whole country and even exporting. So in Nigeria, we have all the potentials and we have no business importing any food item in this country. So the future is very bright. All that we need is to have the enabling government policies that will encourage investment in these food chains.
Nigeria is the second largest producer of tomatoes in Africa. Ironically, it is also a major importer of tomato paste in large quantity, thereby silently crippling the nation's economy and exporting employment.
Can a country like Nigeria spend nearly $500 million a year on tomato products importation, when states like Kano, Katsina, Plateau, Kaduna, Zamfara, everywhere are busy producing tomatoes in such large quantities, when the investors have put in factories and cannot produce?
This is as a result of challenges faced by tomato farmers, ranging from lack of finance and funding, high cost of seedlings and low nursery supplies, marketing constraints, lack of proper storage facilities, and lots more.
What are the issues confronting tomato production? They've been mentioned: seed quality, soil management, the right kind of fertilization, irrigation systems which are lacking, harvesting, storage, mechanization, packaging.
In tackling these problems, President Muhammadu Buhari's administration brought about the birth of a new dawn in the journey for self-dependency and for a robust economy through agriculture. His administration set up different schemes and initiatives, among which is the Tomato Anchor Borrowers Program, established by the Central Bank of Nigeria with the intention of creating a linkage between anchor companies involved in producing and processing tomato, at the same time providing farm inputs to smallholder farmers to boost production.
The export of jobs for tomatoes will stop, and then we begin to produce tomatoes for our own consumption. According to Sani Dangote, by the time this plant becomes fully operational and the farming is improved, we'll find that in the next 2-3 years, let's say maximum 2-3 years, we'll begin to even export our own processed tomatoes out of the country. We are praying. This is an interesting initiative, and we are praying, and we will continue to give support to people like this. That's what I keep saying. We want people to come in and support our initiative to create jobs. We want people to come and support our initiative to say, look, we can produce it in Nigeria. Our climate is friendly, our environment is friendly, and we should be able to grow these things. I feel happy being here today, and we can only just encourage more and more people and to tell the farmers that the Anchor Borrower Program for tomato program will now really be more aggressive because of the off-taker arrangement that they're going to have with the Dangote farms.
Having achieved lots of objectives and improvement in local farming methods, Dangote Tomato Processing Factory unveils a large automated greenhouse nursery in Kano, keeping up with the aim of attaining self-sufficiency in tomato value chain and the company's zeal of bringing Nigeria to the forefront of tomato exportation.
Been able now to put up a greenhouse, and we're just about completing one of the biggest seedling house, which is known any other one in the country. we're putting up 25,000 square meters of seedling house. We'll be able to produce 1 million seed a day. That 1 million seed a day will be an improved seedling that will give farmers from about 10 tons they used to usually get per hectare to almost 45 to 50 tons per hectare. We have now also developed our own land of about 200 hectares to demonstrate to the farmers the yield per hectare using this same improved seedling. So we hope with what we have done, the farmers will see the result, which they are seeing now. Most of them have been to our farm, they have seen what the yield is looking like, and they can see the fruit how it's doing. And we believe from this coming 2019, most of the farmers, our outgrowers, will use this particular seedling. Now, once they use this seedling, they'll be able to sell and make more money, and we'll be able to buy more and be able to process continuously without having to stop. Normally, the season is about 4 to 5 months. So we believe we'll be able to run continuously, non-stop, from December till May.
That is project of Anchor Grower program in the state, which is about 10,000 hectares, and they are the one responsible for giving out the seed. We are giving it or we are buying from them. So Alhamdulillah, we see that now the short commitment in terms of raise the seedlings. So we hope that it will keep the momentum as how it is now. We are working together as a growers. We are working together always. We are on the same page in terms of seeing how the tomato sector prevail. We know, as the MD said, we are just exporting the labor to other countries while we are leaving our people redundant. So this is not good. Now we are capable to feed ourselves. That's the fighting we have been doing for the past 3 years. And there are so many policies in place, but it couldn't work. So thanks God that the CBN comes to intervene in this sector. They have a big mouth to talk, and they know how much they invest in this tomato production. So we have together with them, with the company, with the association, with other well-meaning stakeholders, will make sure that Nigeria is self-sufficient in terms of tomato production, which we are.
The 3 billion naira Patmos greenhouse is designed with the capacity to produce 350 million seedlings per season. The seedlings, through the Central Bank of Nigeria Tomato Anchor Borrowers Program, will be paid for and distributed to farmers. The Managing Director, Abdul Karim Lawal Khaita, affirmed that these seedlings, when planted, can yield an estimate of 8 million tons of tomato per year, which is 4 times more than the annual consumption demand of tomato in Nigeria.
To supply the tomato farmers. And this is a facility that has a capacity to produce 350 million seedlings per season. So you can see the huge capacity. And with that alone, if the farmers can get minimum of 40 tons per hectare of tomato, as against the 10 tons they are getting now, it's more than enough to meet the national demand of Nigeria in tomato production. Currently, the national demand is about 2.8 million tons annually. And if these farmers can get minimum of 40 tons, and we are talking of about 10,000 farmers who will get nothing less than 6 to 8 million tons of tomato. So we have more in excess of demand of Nigeria. So which means within the next 1 year, we should be thinking of exporting tomato, both fresh and processed.
It is amidst this crusade that the Dangote tomato processing factory stepped in to cut to the chase by resuming production in the company, which is said to be the biggest in Africa.
That will be able to process 1,200 tons a day, which will help the farmers to be able to reduce that losses, and also help Nigeria to be able to substitute importation of tomato concentrate. What this does is Nigeria is still importing tomato concentrate, which is the processed fresh tomato into a concentrated form without any chemical or so on. Now it means with this factory, Nigeria doesn't need to import.
Development will put an end to post-harvest losses while increasing the rate of harvest, job opportunities, a boost in the nation's economy, and it will serve as a way paver for the exportation of tomato.